Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Locker Room Media. Today, we're going to be doing our NBA award predictions. Yes, there's a couple of questions that you need to ask. Brendan is laughing. Don't know why. And Gavin's in a pool. Don't know why. Well, let's get on with the award predictions. 10:40 at night. Why are you in a pool?
Because it's in my backyard.
That's a solid answer. All right, so we're going to get on to the MVP quickly. Before we do start that, make sure to hit all the follow buttons and the subscribe button on the YouTube and all the follow buttons on the social medias in the description.
Please.
Look at that.
Please.
What? Please? Yeah, please. All right. On to the MVP. Personally, in my opinion, I think Jokic wins this one. What about Josh? What is your reasoning why Curry wins the MVP?
Without Curry, they're not even in the playoff. Like the playing games, they're like.
I was gonna say they lost to the Grizzlies the other night.
Yeah, but Curry can't do it all on his own. That's like the worst team to try to do it all on your own with.
I mean, yeah, all right, that's respectable. Me and Brendan both agree on Jokic. I think Jokic is gonna bring the Nuggets a couple W's against the Blazers, but I think Blazers ultimately come out with the win in the first round of the playoffs. You guys would know that if you saw the NBA playoff predictions.
Go watch.
But I think Jokic is just an all-around type of player, and he's helped the Nuggets win a lot of games. Gavin, why do you think it's Joel Embiid? You're the only one here who says it's Joel.
Obviously, yes, I understand. I'm the only one that says it's Joel. Number one, to Josh's point, he has other people. He has a Defensive Player of the Year finalist. So that's just putting that out of the way right now. That's Draymond Green. Yeah. So it's not like the only person on like a bum team or something. He has a superstar with him. He's got an up-and-coming rookie in James Wiseman. He's got people around him, so I don't think he personally deserves.
Yeah, Jordan Poole's good. Jordan Poole's pretty good.
Michigan product, Tom Brennan. Michigan product, yeah. Jokic is impressive. I agree, but I just think Joel Embiid in the head-to-head matchups this year that he's had with Jokic, he's just outperformed him completely. Jokic has slimmed down a little bit, which I think has decently improved his game, but I still think Joel Embiid is trust the process. Joel Embiid, so he's just good.
All right. Yeah, no, I think any three of these guys are going to win.
Around him with another Defensive Player of the Year finalist and Ben Simmons, but Ben Simmons can't shoot. And to win NBA games, you have to be able to score points in an orange cylinder. And Joel Embiid is very good at putting baskets in that orange cylinder. So that's why he's my MVP.
I'm pretty sure it's a circle.
Whatever. You know what I mean.
It's the same thing. I think any three of these guys are going to win. Just personally, like I said, I think Jokic just got the overhand, but I do agree with a lot of Gavin's statements that Joel Embiid, he'd probably be my second to win it. On to the most improved player. Three of us agree that it's going to be Julius Randle. I think we can all agree.
Should be unanimous.
Huh?
Should be unanimous.
I don't know. I think Gavin has the right idea. Personally, I think it's just Julius Randle. The only reason why you look at the two standpoints that you have, Jeremy Grant and Julius Randle, who made the playoffs, who didn't.
Yeah, that's the only argument you have. That is the only argument you have. But you know what has helped Julius Randle? Having a Coach of the Year, having a Sixth Man of the Year, and an up-and-coming rookie in RJ Barrett.
Well, the Sixth Man of the Year before the trade deadline was on Jeremy Grant's team.
I understand that, but Jeremy Grant showed himself after he got traded that he is a top-tier player now, which he should be able to catch a bag in his next contract. I don't know how long the Pistons have him under contract.
I think it's like 4 years or something like that.
Oh, God. Jeremy, you screwed yourself. But, like, Julius Randle has talent around him. Jeremy Grant has – who even is the Detroit Pistons center? It was Thon Maker. Like, who is it now?
Beef Stew. Isaiah Stewart.
Stewart.
Yeah.
And Mason
Plumlee or something like that.
Yeah, Mason Plumlee.
Yeah, too. Mason Plumlee. A 4-year-old Mason Plumlee. Like, that's your son. Like, that doesn't make any sense. That's why he is my MIP of the year. MIP.
All right. Josh and Brendan, I really haven't heard your guys' opinion on why Julius Randle should be the most improved player of the year.
He went from someone who was like, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, I know who he is, to an all-star and a possible candidate for MVP.
I don't know you go that far. I mean, he stepped everything up. His efficiency, his three-point percentage, his points, everything.
It's most valuable player. He's the most valuable player to his team, without a doubt.
I
without
mean,
him.
yeah, but most valuable player is turning to the best offensive player who's going to put up the most points for
Yeah, I know.
any sport. I mean, personally, we can talk about football in this. Like, do some of the past MVPs deserve it? Yes and no. It can go either way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But one thing about Julius Randle, real quick, is you just look at Stephen A's comments from about 2 years ago, when he said, "Oh, we're gonna get Kevin Durant, we're gonna get Kyrie," and they ended up getting who the is Julius Randle? Like one of those things. Well, this is who Julius Randle is. He's coming into his own player. He's a good player, now, like 25, right? He's not even in his prime yet. He's going to be a force to reckon with the next few years.
Oh,
You
for
guys
sure.
have
And
my
I can
All-NBA?
agree with on Jeremy Grant as well. What'd you say, Brendan?
You guys got him on the All NBA team or no?
I think so. Yeah,
I think I don't think he makes All NBA first team, obviously.
No, definitely not. Maybe
probably
third.
second. I say
I-
second.
No, not second. If he made it, it'd be third.
I mean, Anthony Davis will be on the first. Who's going to be on the second, though?
No, he won't.
Anthony
No,
Davis,
he won't.
he was injured half the year, and he hasn't played good since he's come back from it. Yes, he's had
Giannis
awesome
probably
game.
first,
Oh
I guess.
yeah, my bad.
Giannis would
Giannis
be
won.
first. I have Jason Tatum on second.
What'd you say, Josh?
So Jason Tatum's my second team power.
Doesn't he
forward.
play small forward though?
Oh yeah.
Or has
No,
he
he's
been playing?
not.
No,
power
he
forward?
plays
Okay.
power forward.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, at that point, I can see him at 3. Other than that, any more comments on the most improved?
Nope.
All right, we're on the defensive player of the year. Again, 3 of us can agree that Ben Simmons is going to win this. Josh says Rudy Gobert. I would like to have Josh go first and explain why Rudy Gobert should be favored over Ben Simmons.
Honestly, I think he's still a better player. I think he has been consistently for the past couple of years than Ben Simmons is, and I think Rudy Gobert has a better defensive. Just the fact that, sure, he's not guarding point guards like Ben Simmons is, but Ben Simmons is not guarding centers and power forwards nearly as good as Rudy Gobert is. But it goes hand in hand with it. I don't see Ben Simmons as, in my eyes, Ben Simmons is not that good.
I mean, I can
Come on,
agree
you
with
got
you on that. The offensive side of the ball is not, the
Yeah.
best, but like what
Yeah.
you said about how Rudy Gobert is guarding like the best centers and best power forwards in the league. Ben Simmons is guarding some of the best point guards in the league, and he's still shutting them down.
Yeah, Ben
Yeah,
Simmons
And
guards
he's-
1 through
He's
5.
like 11.
It's just I can't get over the fact that I know it's defensive player of the year, but it's the fact that his offense is like and I think you have to
I
be
mean, yeah, but we're kind of
all
fighting
around.
over the award of defensive player of the year. We're not fighting
Yes,
over
but
offensive player of the year. We're talking about
it's-
defensive player.
It's just in my head
Yeah.
that
Hold on.
he's not a good all around player, so therefore I don't think he should be winning any.
Well, if he had 10 blocks a game and literally shot like 7% from the field, he would be defensive player of the year.
There's a difference though.
Because
He's not averaging 10 points, 10 blocks a game, but he's averaging
Well,
about
He doesn't
10% from the field.
defense, blocks, steals, defensive rebounds. I don't even know another defensive stat, but I mean,
I don't know.
steals. You got steals in there. It's not points
Well,
per- it's
Statistically,
not assists.
Rudy Gobert is having an historically good defensive season.
You
But
also have to put
voter-
in voter fraud,
Yeah, voter fatigue.
voter
Yeah.
fatigue.
That's yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you also have to think about it. Yes, stats come into a big factor into the game of sports, but like you have to look at the style of play because they could be making a bigger impact on the field or on the court
Which
than their stats show. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
that's the thing is Ben Simmons, he doesn't have to worry about switching over to someone because he's got another really good defensive player with Embiid on his team.
Yes, he
It's
does.
not- What?
He still has to switch on picks and stuff.
Well, yeah, he has to switch, but he doesn't have to worry like Gobert does if he has to switch on to someone else about his teammates letting him down.
I mean, I guess Joel Embiid has more of the paint though than the
Well,
perimeter. I mean, I don't know.
All right. Do you guys have any other things to say about the defensive player of the year?
Ben Simmons is winning the award.
All right. I think 3 of us can agree on that one.
Yeah.
We're gonna go under the rookie of the year. We have a couple different. Gavin, you have the most odd one. I can
Yeah.
agree. I think he should get more recognition, but please explain why.
Well, Sadiq Bey, the 18th overall pick in the 2021 NBA draft. He was the Detroit Pistons selection. He played off of his rear this season. He probably sat the bench for the first 20 games, kind of played off the bench, whatnot. I think it was a game in Toronto where he just lit up it was the same game Chris Boucher, Toronto center. He blew up too. It was that same game with Sadiq Bey. Him and Sadiq Bey were going back and forth, and Sadiq Bey has just been great ever since. He starts both ways. Well, it's not football. Well, he starts. That's one thing. Grant, the Pistons suck. Like I mentioned with Jeremy Grant, they're literally like the third worst team or something. Second, maybe.
Second.
Yeah. Second worst team. They're probably still going to get like the 6th pick or something. But Sadiq Bey is a great player, and he has overshined Killian Hayes, who was an absolute draft bust this year so far.
No, you can't call him that yet.
No.
Yeah.
He hasn't even played half the season.
I know he was injured. That's why this season he was a draft bust. If he comes out next year and proves himself, then he's a fine dandy player.
But you just can't call him a bust that early.
This year bust.
Can't do it.
Like a 2021 bust. He's not saying for the future. He's saying right now this year.
Yeah, he's a bust. Like I'm saying, Sadiq Bey, and who is their second round? It was out of Vanderbilt. What was that kid's name? Guard.
Saban Lee.
Yeah, Saban Lee even played better than Killian. He was a second round pick.
Yeah, Saban Lee had a good season.
If Killian Hayes cannot get injured and he can play somewhat decent basketball, he'll be a fine 7th overall pick. I just think he's completely overshadowed this year by Pistons Sadiq Bey. And Sadiq Bey should win Rookie of the Year, but he plays for the Detroit Pistons, who are like 20-62. Therefore, he gets zero recognition. And LaMelo Ball has two brothers who are pretty decent at basketball, and he's got a dad that doesn't know how to shut his mouth. And Anthony Edwards just posterizes people. So that's another reason why he's Rookie of the Year candidate. So,
I
other than
mean,
that,
I'm just saying, before LaMelo got hurt, he was first in rookies in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks as a point guard.
and he played the most.
Yeah, but it was average per time. It wasn't.
But he also missed like half the season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Before he
With
missed
a-
that.
but then he came out and proceeded to show and still
He didn't even do that good after his injury, if I'm being honest. He didn't even do that good after his
Still
injury.
came back.
Why?
He
Because
still
Came back and played.
Still had more points, more assists.
But Anthony Edwards has the most points now. He averaged like 19 or 20 or something like that this season.
And how bad were the Timberwolves?
Yeah, the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves are bad, but you
Yeah.
can't say the Hornets
They
are good.
should not be that bad.
But you
LaMelo's doing
can't
that on a playoff team.
you can't say the
Anthony
Hornets
Edwards
are
is doing that on a third to last place team.
you can't say the Hornets are that good because of LaMelo because he missed half the year.
I mean, he
Yes.
clearly made the team 10 times better.
He made the team
Yeah.
better, yeah.
Did
But
Anthony
it was
Edwards
it's,
make the
it's the
Timberwolves
whole
better?
overall
Like
team.
4 or 5 games
Terry
better?
Rozier.
Just saying, 4 to 5 games better is big difference from going from on each side. Just
Without LaMelo, the Hornets went 8-7, so just barely above 500.
And what was their overall record?
Under 500 probably, I think. I think Anthony Edwards got it though. Well, he should at least.
They were 33-39.
Yep.
So that proves my point even more. They were better without LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball technically lost them games.
I mean,
Well, no, I wouldn't
statistically,
go that. I
you
wouldn't
say
go that far.
But I wouldn't go that. Like I said, like Brendan said,
The
I wouldn't
team
go
was
that far.
8-7 without him. That is above 500. 33-39 is not above 500.
That is correct. But how many of those games did LaMelo start?
But is this a most valuable player award?
I mean,
No, it's just
no.
a rookie of the year.
For
Well,
rookies,
It's just the rookie of the year. It's just
LaMelo
who did the best
LaMelo
the rookie
came out-
season.
Well,
It's
no,
not-
who's the
Statistically,
valuable
LaMelo
rookie?
did the best.
LaMelo averaged 16, 6, and 6 with 1.3 steals a game.
okay, but that's also on like 20
A playoff
games.
team. 41 games.
41
Okay,
games.
41 games. Okay,
Yes.
that's
on a playoff team
almost half the season though.
because he was injured.
Exactly.
And then he didn't.
So that
Why
means
is
the
it rookie
playoff
of the
team
year?
wasn't because of him for the most part.
They played. Okay.
All right.
All right, we got to move on to the next topic, bro. We're about to fight.
Bro, like, for real, Brendan and Josh are about to throw down. Sixth man of the year. Couple of different, names to be shed here. All three of these guys are finalists. Me and Brendan both agree on Jordan Clarkson. Another thing before we start this topic, I don't know how two people on the same team can be classified as six men.
I didn't
Gavin,
really
we were talking about that earlier.
Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell were last season, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's
They're
because
just
the
both
NBA
really good off.
stupid.
They're just both really good off the bench, I guess. That's how it goes.
That's
So,
part of the
which
reason
one's-
why I picked Derrick Rose
But-
is because the
this is
fact that the other
man of the
two
year.
are from the same team. And I just
Josh's pick makes sense. I just think Joe Ingles is a much better threat than Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson is still young. Joe Ingles isn't.
I mean, yeah, I think all three of these guys deserve the award. That's why they're the finalist. I think Jordan Clarkson is just more of a well-rounded six man. He's going to come off the bench, put up points, put up a couple defensive boards, or something like that. Just put up solid stats coming off the
And
bench.
he'll keep
Just mainly great scoring
Goldberg's seat
off
warm
the
on the
bench.
He'll keep Goldberg's seat warm, so we're good there.
There was some stat that Joe Ingles had this season. It was like historically good. I forgot what it was. Might have been plus minus, something like that. Or no, it was true shooting percentage, I think. But it was like really good, something like that.
Joe Ingles has definitely got a shot on.
Yeah,
him.
he
And
got the ball at the wazoo this year, dude.
And then obviously you have Derrick Rose, being Derrick Rose. Not old MVP Derrick Rose, but he's still a very solid player coming off the bench for the Knicks.
He showed signs of old MVP Derrick Rose a little bit this year.
But he also did that on the Pistons, but got no recognition because he was on the Pistons.
Yeah.
And now
That's
he
with
goes
every single
York
Detroit
and-
sport.
He becomes man of the year.
He did more on the Pistons than he's done on the Knicks.
But how long has he been on the Knicks compared to the
Knicks are a playoff team.
He was on the Knicks like a few seasons back, but that was before he got really good again.
Yeah. Well, didn't he put up like 50 on the Timberwolves when he played there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was playing with the Timberwolves. Yeah, that was on Halloween too.
What a
He
historical night.
remembers that. He skipped trick or treating and watched Derrick Rose put up 50.
Lucas,
No.
I
Well,
think that was
yeah.
the night we went
He said no, but yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to the coach of the year. I think Monty Williams wins this one.
It's half and half.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
half and half. Me and Josh both agree on Monty Williams. You guys both
I
agree.
think
on
you're
Tom
wrong.
Thibodeau. I think
Because-
either of these guys are gonna win it.
If I'm being 100% honest, I don't pay attention to the coaches, so I just picked whatever name I saw first. So I don't even know who the coach is for. So
Let me
Take
tell
a
you
guess.
why. Let me tell you why Tom
I'm
Thibodeau is
guessing
the
the
coach of the year.
Knicks.
No, that's Tom Thibodeau.
So the Knicks weren't even supposed to be good this season, and then
I mean,
they're
yeah.
the fourth seed. So that's pretty much why. That's like the only reason why. I think.
I mean, isn't that basically the coach of the year who wins the most games or the best?
No.
Well, unless you're doing a 2K21 simulation, no. I mean, great. Mike Buchholzer wins coach of the year in 2036 because Giannis is still on the team. Like, no, that's not how this works in real life. Tom Thibodeau completely changed the program and era of the Knicks over there.
I
I
mean,
don't
yeah,
think-
but Monty Williams kind of changed the culture of the
They
Suns.
They were a
If-
borderline playoff team last year.
If Tom
This-
Thibodeau
they're a-
wasn't the coach, I don't think Julius Randle would have had the season he had. If
I
Tom
mean,
Thibodeau
yeah,
wasn't
that's
the coach.
agreeable.
And Derrick Rose wouldn't be a Knick.
Yeah. And their defense has improved a lot since he's been the coach. And that's
And
why
Tom
they're such a
Thibodeau
really
is a
good,
defensive coach.
yeah, that's why it's such a good team. I mean, such a good coach. And they're a good team.
I mean, yeah, but Monty Williams on the Suns have definitely improved them. What they went 8-0 in the bubble last year, and then they brought the same energy into this season. Now the
Yeah,
the
but
second
you
best
also
team in
got to
the-
look
in
at
the
their
West.
roster. Any team who gets Chris Paul is going to be at least playoff bound. Even, like if Chris Paul went to the Pistons, like they'd be at least playoff like hunting.
That's a
Because
long
it's
shot.
that big of a game changer.
That's one long shot.
No, it's not. It's
It
really
is.
not.
It's
Chris
the
Paul makes
Pistons.
any team
It's a
good.
Detroit sports team. I don't care who you put on here. We're going under 500.
Who was coached by Dwayne Casey, the coach of the year, 2 years ago. That's
3 years ago.
something like that. I don't know.
But no, it's Detroit sports. We're never going to be good. We just have to come to the
Well, we
agreement
actually have a good young core, I think, so we could be good sometime.
yeah. No, the Pistons are heading in the right direction. I like the moves that they made a lot.
Until we
Going
trade
to
them all away, just like the Lions. But that's besides.
We should
They're
have never
not
made
gonna
that Blake Griffin trade. Stupid.
We didn't
Or
trade him. We
Derrick
just kind of
Rose
bought his contract out.
Or
You're talking about when we first got Blake.
Yeah, when we
Yeah,
traded Tobias
oh my-
Harrison though.
That was stupid.
Yeah,
Tobias
Tobias
Harris is Dallas.
Harris. Who else did we trade in that? Boban.
I think
Um,
we traded a couple picks too.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them turned out to be Miles Bridges. I know that.
Yeah, it's not very smart.
Yeah.
What
Well,
didn't we
no,
used to have? What was that old coach name that we used to have when that happened?
Steve Van Gundy.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Steve Van
that
Gundy.
guy.
Stan Van Gundy, not Steve. Steve's brother.
Yeah, no, he was the coach, and obviously we see how that turn out.
Yeah.
Competing for
But-
an 8 spot just to get swept by the Bucks or the Celtics, or you can go on and on.
But Tom Thibodeau, coach of the year, no question.
Exactly.
I think. At least.
All right, I can agree with that. I also think that I think either of these guys are going to win.
Actually, no. I think Monty Williams is going to win, but Tom Thibodeau should win. That's what I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Any other comments or anything else like that?
I don't think so. I just know Tom
That's
Thibodeau.
about it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to our award predictions here on Locker Room Media.
I have a headache.
Huh?
I have a headache.
So do I.
Bye
Um,
from here, boys.
Before we
All right.
go, make sure to hit all the follow buttons on the social medias in the description. Also hit the subscribe button on YouTube and also hit the post notification bell. It's free. Takes 3 seconds. Other than that, thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time.